Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Drayton Plays, and I am back. I apologize for not uploading a video yesterday, as I'm still just a tad sick. I went to school today, so that was good. Still a bit congested, not nearly as congested as I was the other day when I posted the Motivational Monday. Still a bit congested, so if I sound different, that's the reason why. Today, I actually have a very cool video planned, as I'm doing the top 5 zombie maps in Black Ops 3. And just remember, this is just my opinion. If you have any different opinion on what the order that I rank these maps in, just put it in the comment section below. I love reading the comments. I love interacting with you guys, and I love hearing your opinions. So, without further ado, here are the top 5 zombie maps, in my opinion, in Black Ops 3 Zombies. At the number 5 spot, I have Gorod Krovi, and I feel kind of bad putting Gorod Krovi this low, because it is a great map. And honestly, Black Ops 3 just had such a consistent game where there wasn't really like one or two like really bad maps. I'm going to say Zetsubo really wasn't good. And unfortunately, guys, Zetsubo is not on this list. But that was really the only bad map, as like these 5 maps that I'm ranking were all very close to each other in how good they were. And I'm just going to say this, for number 5, number 4, number 3, I could easily switch around any of these maps. And Gorod Krovi is a great map, and I feel really bad for putting it low. I think the reason why I put it this low was, for one, I thought the Ray Gun Mark III was a bit underwhelming, as it's not really the best wonder weapon up in the later rounds. I think it's a really cool and fun wonder weapon, but it really isn't like the best wonder weapon late in the rounds. The thing that Gorod Krovi did great, however, was the Easter egg. The Easter egg was awesome, and I still need to do it. I'm so mad I haven't done it yet, and I think that possibly once I do the Gorod Krovi Easter egg, that I will like this map even more. But Gorod Krovi, again, it's a very good map, but the maps ahead of it are just a little bit better. I would say the things that Gorod Krovi did really good were the weapons that they brought in. They brought in the PPSH, baby, the best guns of all time. They brought the FFAR, a redid FAMAS that's a lot better than the FAMAS from Black Ops 1. They got the NX Shadow Claws, and the specialist weapon. That specialist weapon in that map might be my favorite one, as, you know, the 115 punch is great, and the little cute dragon, you know, once you're in the 115 punch, he shoots fire, and you can even use him to shoot fire. And they also added the new shield, the fire shield or whatever, the dragon shield, that's what it's called. So Gorod Krovi was a very good map. And it's honestly, it's one of the better maps of all time. It's just Black Ops 3 Zombies as a whole was so good because each map was good. And Gorod Krovi just missed out on maybe number 4, number 3. Again, I could re-rank number 5, number 4, number 3 easily. But Gorod Krovi just missed out, and I feel really bad for putting this low. But yeah, at the number 5 spot, we have Gorod Krovi. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the Giant. Now, the Giant is a very good map, and it's so classic that they've had to bring it back 3 times. And the reason the Giant isn't higher is because, honestly, I'm not saying I'm bored of the Giant because I love playing the Giant. It's just I've played it in 2 other games before this. So it didn't really add anything new to it at all. And I'm just going to say that's the reason why it's lower, is because the innovation factor, you know, the Giant was sort of like a bonus map. Like, you got it if you bought the Season Pass. I think you might have got it if you pre-ordered it too. But it really just wasn't, like, amazing just because it wasn't new. Like, we all love the Giant, and it's definitely on this list because, you know, the Giant is a great map. It's just in Black Ops 3, I loved playing the Giant with a new revamped everything. But again, we've seen it before, and it just didn't really bring anything new. I thought the Giant, again, it's so good, and it's such a great map, but it just didn't bring anything new because we've played it before and before. I mean, this is the 3rd time that it's been in a game, so it didn't really bring anything new. And I mean, the catwalk is such a great strategy. It's so fun. Giant's one of those maps in this game where you can just get on and play zombies. I think that there's something to be said about that, because a lot of the other maps you gotta set up and do all this stuff to get, you know, good guns and get pack punch open, all this stuff. Giant, you can just get on and play, and that's really cool. But again, the Giant, it's number 4 just because we've seen it before, and it's not very original, obviously, because we've seen it before. So the Giant comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have one of the most underrated maps, I think, ever in Shadows of Evil. Now, Shadows of Evil got kind of a bad rep because the first Zombies map that we get in every game, we honestly end up hating because we have it for the longest amount of time and there's nothing to play but that map. And Shadows of Evil was also, it was a little bit better because we could play the Giant too, but that was like the main map, and that was the thing with the storyline that we had to do, and it was the main map for a long time in Black Ops 3 Zombies. However, I still think it's a great map. I mean, it introduced possibly the best wonder weapon of all time in the Apothicon Servant, and it introduced so many, it was innovated so well. It had the rocket shield. We've never seen a shield that could do that type of thing before. It had a new transit system like the trains, which were a great way to go around the map in a very underrated way. I still don't even use the trains that much. It had a new way to get to Pack-a-Punch. You had to do all those rituals. Yes, they were kind of a pain, but we've never seen anything like that before, which I thought was so cool. There was just so many different things in Shadows of Evil that were so good, and I think it's very underrated. Again, I just think it's a great map, and I love playing it every time. Shadows of Evil, it's probably one of my favorite maps ever, just because there's always something to do, and that's one of the things I love about Zombies, is that there's always something to do. But say you get to play a map like, I don't know, like Buried. Yes, there's a lot of stuff to do, but it's so dang easy that it's not very fun. Shadows of Evil, there's so much to do, and it gives you a slight challenge. That's why I love Shadows of Evil. And again, it's such an underrated map. I don't know why people don't like it that much. I think in, say, 2 years, we're going to come back to it and say, hey, that was one of the best maps of all time. Shadows of Evil is great. It added a new perk in Widow's Wine. It was awesome. And it was really big for the storyline, as you saw Richtofen come out and steal the summoning key after that. Shadows of Evil, a great map. Again, I could probably switch around 5, 4, and 3, but I do believe that Shadows of Evil deserves number 3 spot, and I do think it's one of the most underrated maps of all time. However, it didn't make the cut for the top 2 because I think that these top 2 maps are among the best ever. Now, at the number 2 spot, I was in sort of a dilemma where I did not know what to do with the number 1 and 2 map. Obviously, you guys know what they're going to come down to, and I had a really tough time picking what I thought my favorite map and what I thought the best map was in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And they are both amazing maps that I could play forever, and they're both probably top 5 zombie maps of all time. I love them both so much. It was a toss-up. You know, I think it came down to just what map I liked better, and man, it's really hard for me to pick. But the number 2 map, I think, in Black Ops 3 Zombies is Eisendrache. And Eisendrache is honestly, it's one of my favorite maps ever. Probably, oh my gosh, I just would want to play this map for so long. When Garad Kurovi came out, when Zetspo came out, and even when Shadows was out, all I wanted to do was play Eisendrache. And I'll tell you why. One thing that Eisendrache did amazing was the bows. Having 4 wonder weapons is just awesome. One of my favorite parts about Origins was just building the staff and then upgrading the staff. That was it's so fun to do that, and you do that exact same thing in Eisendrache. It's so fun just to build to get the upgraded bow, do all those steps, and then once you have it, you feel really rewarded because you have a freaking badass wonder weapon right there. And I love how every player can get the bows in the map. Another thing it added back was the Panzer. While the Panzer is super OP at high rounds, he adds another challenge because I feel like Eisendrache would be way too easy without the Panzer. Another thing Eisendrache added was the Ragnaroks, which are amazing. Freaking gravity spikes, come on. It was such a good map. The map layout was great. It was awesome to be in this medieval castle, and there was a rocket down low. The jump pads were awesome. It was honestly a great map. Eisendrache, it's one of my favorite maps of all time. It's so good because the map just flows perfectly. There's so many places to train. It's really good. It's really fun with 4 people. The Easter egg is awesome. You felt really rewarding after the Easter egg because you saw that ending cutscene where you killed Dempsey. He's one of the most beloved characters of all time. Eisendrache, just an amazing map, and I would say the reason why it's above the 3 that I stated earlier is definitely because of the bows. The bows are they're amazing, and they make this map great. This map, the layout of this map is awesome. The innovation of this map is awesome. Eisendrache, a great map, and probably in the top 5 best zombies maps of all time. Now, coming in at the number 1 spot, can you guess it? Zetsubou no Shima. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I would never do that to you guys. I hate Zetsubou no Shima. The number 1 spot is Revelations. Now, I had such a hard time picking between this and Eisendrache, as both of those maps are 2 of my favorite maps ever, and I think 2 of the best maps of all time. The reason I ended up picking Revelations, though, is just because of all the nostalgia it brought back, and the storyline and the Easter egg, it just capped it all off. It capped it all off, and I think that's where it has the slight edge over Eisendrache is the storyline and the fact that it literally brought back almost all the zombies maps. Let's count. Noct, Origins, Mob of the Dead, Verrucht, had some elements of Zetsubo in Verrucht, Kino, Eisendrache, and Shangri-La. What else do you want in a zombies map? You literally have all of the fan favorite maps of all time in one zombies map. That is just insane. I also had the tunnels from Buried. Can't forget about that. It was such a quality map, and the fact that it had, you know, Noct was just, it was just amazing that the Rift was at Noct. I thought how everything centered around the first zombies map of all time. That was awesome. You know, the Easter egg was great. They brought the helmets, which gave you different types of jug and stamina up. That was amazing. They had the wonder weapons, the thunder gun, and the Apothicon Servant. What else do you want, honestly? And they also brought Takio's Katana. I mean, Revelations just has the slight edge over Eisendrache in that it almost just has it all. And that's just amazing to me that they brought back the Thunder Gun and they brought Takio's Katana, what we've been asking for so much. And we got the Apothicon Servant upgraded, which we've been asking for since Shadows of Evil. Revelations is just, it's going to be an all-time great map, and you know that because it's the last Zombies map. Basically, every last Zombies map is a great map. Maybe Moon, not as much Moon, but it was still a pretty good map. But Revelations, man, it's so good because it has, look, think about it. Think of what it has that we asked for. We wanted something. Again, no, I'm just gonna say something here. Remember my top 5 that I made, the top 5 things that I want in Black Ops 3 Zombies DLC 4. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the number, I don't really remember what order it was, but I said I wanted touches of old maps. They literally brought back old maps. I said a bang up Easter egg. Even though it's not the cutscene that we wanted, there still could possibly be something else. And doing the Easter egg steps were really fun. I said I wanted a 4 wonder weapon system. We didn't get that, but then after I said, okay, I want to bang up wonder weapon, something really good. Apothicon Servant and the Thunder Gun. Well, okay, that's pretty good. I also wanted, crap, what was it? Jeez. I said the map needed to have it all. It literally has all the zombies maps. It literally has everything that we've played with before. And the Thunder Gun, the Apothicon Servant, the Ragnaroks, Little Arnie's. I mean, this map is just, Revelations is, it's one of the best of all time. And I just give it the slight edge over Eisendrache just because of the storyline. And it's literally just, the nostalgia is so there. It's so there that it literally brought back old maps. Literally brought back old weapons. I mean, again, this map, it's so good, and Revelations, one of my favorite maps of all time, and it's one of the best of all time, and Eisendrache is too, but Revelations is better due to the fact, again, it just brings back everything. They gave us almost everything we asked for, and again, they said the map's going to last us 18 months. We still haven't even figured it all out yet, which is insane. Revelations, I love you. Black Ops 3 Zombies, I love you, and I'll miss you so much. One of the best Zombies games of all time. So yeah, that is my top 5, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could leave a like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Peace out, everybody, and stay dreaming.